That ticket agent is really souped up. I mean, it's cool to be like, friendly and things, but people are coming home from work. Like, keep your personal diatribe to yourself. He was just way extra. I mean, it's divine love, light, and peace over here, but, leave people to their little peace of mind, while they're on the train. We don't need, like, you know, overzealous ticket agents just, like, going on these tirades. Yeah, I digress. So my conscious ones, I'm getting closer to my destination. I can't wait to get off. The commute can be really grueling, especially if, you don't like being in cramped spaces and being just close, so extra close to people, sitting so close, standing so close, energies are a lot, everyone's operating under different energies, and I just don't like to, I like to kind of stay in my own little corner, which is impossible. That's how I know that I am not an earth soul, not an earthling, or like extraterrestrial, because I just don't feel comfortable, like, like I love people, but people freak me out. I guess I'm gonna say I love people. I love, the divine souls, but not so much, people. Because, we know the soul is good, right? But sometimes the person that soul belongs to is not so good, right? So I'm a lover of souls, not people. I would say that. That's like the easiest way I can put it. That's why it's important to guard your energies at all time. Just kind of keep a clear head, keep a clear mind. Do your breath work, breathe, just to kind of recenter yourself, especially when you're someone like me that's really kind of an empath, for the most part. So you pick up on energies of people and the places, and it can be draining. It can be literally, you can just be in a space and it's like, a lot of people, and then you're just suddenly tired. You're just suddenly feeling like so fatigued, or you instantly get a headache. It's like your energy is mixing with all types of energies, and we already know not everyone's energy is of love and light. So like that's the, that's like, it's kind of one of those things that kind of comes with the territory when you're someone that's just highly intuitive, and you kind of are an empath, and so you just can't help but feel those energies, and those energies, like, you can sense them. But like I said, when you do breath work and ground yourself and meditate and things like that, you keep your energies high, you keep your vibration high. You think positive thoughts. Not saying that you may not be like, obviously there are going to be things that you don't agree with, and that sort of thing, but for the most part, um, you kind of still deal with it, in a sense of positivity. Like with the ticket guy, he was really annoying, but I mean, at the end of the day, maybe what he said like connected with someone, maybe it made their day. And if it did, good for them. So, it's not, he wasn't a bad guy. He was just, my energy wasn't meshing with his, let's say that. Yeah. But, yeah, so I believe that my stop is approaching. And so, thank God. I mean, thank the universe. Thank the divine that I'm able to get off. First and foremost, breathe, take some deep breaths, and recenter myself. Yeah, one I had to restart the live because, getting my ticket for the agent, it kind of shut down my stream. So I guess, obviously I just had to come back to you. And yay, it's my stop. Next stop is my stop. I'm so happy. Happy days are here again. Now my time is my time, right? Happy days are here, right? I mean, literally, you guys will be so surprised, like how just I don't know if you can relate, but I mean, like literally, like my day is now just beginning because guess what? Like, it's my time now. I've put in the work for NASA, and now it's, I'm off the plantation until tomorrow. I know it sucks. peace for us all. Okay. I can breathe. Oh my God, that train was so stuffy. Like literally, I mean, it's winter, so I expect that they have the heat on, but like, they need to pipe that down because it's just like it gets uncomfortable. And then you're on the train, right? And you're sweating, and then you get off and it's chilly, and then you risk catching a freaking cold, right? So that's it. Oh, goodness. But yeah. Okay. Well, now I am back in my neck of the woods. Oh, now I'm feeling chilly because I was hot and sweating on the train. Don't you hate that? Like, you're hot, you get sweaty, and then you get into like a cold, you come outside and now you're feeling so chilly. The sweat is, drying up, and now you get into chills. It's like, OMG, get me like a hot toddy. Get me a hot toddy. Who in the chat knows what a hot toddy is? If you know what a hot toddy is, like just like put a one in the comment or something. I don't know, in the chat. I don't know. Or just like give me a little wave or something if you know what a hot toddy is. Yeah, I mean, it's good like when you have a cold, but I mean, I think that is good for any time, especially like in the winter. Like, I don't foresee drinking a hot toddy when it's like, summer. But for the cold, oh, for sure. For sure. Okay, friends, my conscious ones. Stand by, friends. Stand by. Oh, it's gonna look like it's twisting in. I don't want to, okay, I'm gonna just keep it right here. Yes. Oh. Okay, thank you, dear. Okay. Hot damn. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, well, you know how it is. Like, when when you got one of those nasty, dirty habits, and the name of the habit, well, the name of the thing that is your habit is starts with a C, ends with an E. Okay, conscious ones. What is that? What do you do? What do you like? What habit? Starts with a C, ends with an E. Well, I wouldn't say habit, but it's a thing that you do that technically becomes a habit. And that is cigarettes. Cigarette. A cigarette. Starts with a C, ends with an E. Look at the beautiful library in my neighborhood. I've been dying to go get me a library card for the new state that I'm in. But I just haven't gotten around to it. I've actually have, my library card from my old state, but duh, we know that's not gonna, that's invalid. But it appears to be some type of work or something being done. How are you gonna go? You see? And he's still trying to inch his way instead of just waiting. People don't have no patience. And that's what people don't understand. You need patience. It's gonna only take you, an extra second or two, you know? But like, I don't know why people don't understand and get it. Like, haste makes waste. When are you not gonna know that? When you rush, most times you're gonna screw something up. So that's why I prefer to, for the most part, we all are guilty of like rushing and things, right? But we know, like, every time we rush, we mess some stuff up. Either we mess some stuff up or we lose some stuff. We just do the most, because we're constantly in a state of rush, 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 you know. But it's important to take our time regardless, it's crazy how, society just has us like all like super, super like, I don't want to say trained, but like, just like, you know, no kind of original thoughts or no ideas. Like, everything's so mechanical, you know. And that's one of the things that I really despise about society, and the structures of society and how they place these structures on us. And honestly, without us really even knowing, we become, these people that just, everything is just like rote, everything is routine. And that's really not what life's about. Life, yeah, it's great to have routine, but life is also about spontaneity and, adventure. Not so much, you know, um, just these routines and these rules, that we find ourselves in. It's like we get up in the morning, off to work. And it's like, I know me personally, I can't speak for my conscious ones. I would love to hear from my conscious ones, but it's like, I can't imagine, living the rest of my life like this, or, being in this energy until I retire, I can't, like, I feel like with what's going on, especially since COVID, I feel like it's so important that we always look at the glass as half full, because yeah, COVID was a real you know what, okay? It was crazy. It was awful. But again, I'm the type of person that likes to look at everything as like the glass half full, the glass half empty. Come on, dude, what are you doing? Okay, he's pulling over. And like the street is kind of blocked off. Well, it's not blocked off. It's like cordoned off because they're doing some type of construction or something. And so, yeah, but, getting back to my point. Getting back to the point, like, I can't imagine, the next 15 years or whatever time, has left before we retire, to just like continue to like be these robots, same stuff day in, day out, I know for me, I'm always diligently planning and, getting back to the COVID situation. It was awful, but it opened up the door to a different existence, to a different way of life, where suddenly now people were able to, take the bad situation and make it good. They were able to, start working from home. They were able to, just get into different, they were able to get into maybe different ways of, being able to earn an income and being creative. They had to think outside the box. And so, I just feel like it's important for us not to lose that momentum. Now that everything, for the most part, has kind of more so um, kind of returned to normal, if you will, if that even makes sense, because it's not even normal. But, like, let's not forget, that, listen, the opportunities are there, the dreams, the goals, the the vision that we have. It may not happen right now, but, like, I feel like as long as you work toward it, then eventually it will come to fruition. Not saying it's going to happen overnight, not saying that it's going to be easy. In fact, it's probably going to be challenging. But to not try, to not pursue, and to settle for what the system has told you to settle for, which is, a unfulfilling, underpaying 9 to 5, no. It kind of reminds me of the old Jay-Z tune. This can't be life, This can't be life. When you think about life and happiness and freedom, that's not you, tied ball and chain to a dead-end job, or to just any job that you want more, that you should have more, that there's more. So now it's about really who has the balls, who's brave enough, to say, you know what, I don't know if it's going to work out, but it sure does beat, just settling, And that's the thing. I think a lot of us, we're so unfulfilled. We're so unhappy because we settle for so much. We settle for relationships. We settle in jobs. We settle for friendships that are subpar. Like, when does it become a necessity that we face, our fears, whatever they are, and we challenge ourselves to be better or to be more than what we currently are? I don't know. I think it's really cowardly when people just settle, because it's like, in this life, if you're not fighting for something, if you're not sacrificing, for something higher than yourself, a goal that you even feel may be, impossible. It's like, I'd rather attempt 1,000,000 times and fail, right, than to not try at all, My mom used to say, God rest her soul, oh, nothing beats a fail but a try. And I never really understood that concept, obviously. As a kid, you hear your parents or, elders, say these things. And you're like, huh? What? And you're a kid, so you can't really decipher. You can't really analyze and interpret the significance of the message. But now, as an adult, I fully know what my mom meant by saying that. And she was telling me these things since I was a little girl, not even knowing that would stay in my brain, that would stay in my mind and my consciousness. And although I wasn't tapped into my consciousness until very recent, I never forgot what she said. Nothing beats a fail but a try. So, I mean, even when you look at some of the most successful people in the world, they didn't become successful their first try, their second try. No. I mean, I remember reading something by J.K. Rowling. That's the lady that wrote I believe, the Harry Potter series. And she said that she really didn't become successful. And, she really didn't hit the mark until she was well in her 40s. I mean, honestly. So I think that there's a false sense of reality when we think that, okay, just because we put in this energy, just because we have this desire, just because we have this goal, and we're doing all we can in our minds, right, according to us, to make this thing happen, and it doesn't happen, automatically we give up. Not realizing that had you not given up, you probably would have came up with a different idea. You probably would have been able to, really manifest what you wanted to manifest. But because you gave up so quick, you gave up so fast before the magic could happen. And so, my conscious ones, my subscribers, if you're the one person that's in this live and you're my subscriber, you know, kudos to you, because I mean that's showing me that you're just someone different. You're outside of the box, and in this type of world that we are in today, you better be different. You better maintain your individuality, because it's so easy to get lost. And so at New Life Revolution, we're on a journey. This is our mission, and the journey and the mission is to really tap in to the divine that's within us, and know that we have all we need to manifest. I mean, it sounds cheesy, I know. Trust me, it does sound cheesy, but unfortunately, well, I'm sorry, fortunately, it's one of them things where it sounds kind of lame, but then in reality, it pretty much is true. You know, have you know have you guys ever had that type of experience where it sounds like the most crazy, bizarre thing, but yet when you really sit and think about it, it's like it makes all of it makes sense, right? And so that's it. I mean, if I had one wish, um, for the divine souls of this dimension, of this plane, of this world, it would be to just tap in, because there's never going to be someone or something outside of you. The power lies within us. And a part of the illusion, right? A part of the lies has been that, we just are people. I'm just a girl. You're just a guy. You're just a postal worker. I'm just a nurse or whatever, but we don't know that who we are and what we have inside of us is so much, so much, so much deeper than we could ever even begin to think and understand. So, yeah, yeah. Happy days are here again. The sky above are clear again. Let us sing a song of cheer again. Happy days are here again. Yeah, happy days, happy days, happy days, happiness. That's all how you see it, how you perceive it, what you make of it, how you interpret it. Happiness, you know, just happy, just happy. No reason, just happy to be happy. Like Naughty by Nature said, oh my God. Like Naughty by Nature said, um, happy to be nappy. Okay, I don't know about that. um, I'm sorry, I've never been nappy. Um, so I can't relate, but happy to, just be here, just, despite the challenges or whatever hardships I face, like, I'm still so grateful to have this time that I have, because the worst thing is to not make it, to see your journey's end, not fulfill, your purpose, your mission. That's like could probably be the worst thing. And so, like, for instance, they say like people that's on their deathbeds, they never talk about, the things that they did, their accomplishments, the dreams that they made happen. They don't speak about the children they had or the husband and the wife that they had. Nope. Do you know what they speak about in general are the things that they didn't do, are the dreams that they didn't pursue, um, the times that they gave up when, and maybe again, if they would have just stuck it out a little bit longer, who knows? Maybe they would have been able to make it happen. And so I think it's important that we let our yes be our yes and our no be our no, and that we lead our lives with intended action and with focus, and above all, love, and truth. To thine own self be true. I think that was Shakespeare. And so my thing is, it may not be pretty, it may not be all sunny and rainbows. We were constantly at war with our shadow self, with the dark parts of our personalities and the dark parts of ourselves that, needs reform, that needs refreshing, renewal, and so let's just be honest with ourselves. Let's keep it all the way 100 with ourselves. And let's not forget to be kind to ourselves because, it's easy to beat yourself up. It's easy to sometimes not even want to like yourself as a result of maybe poor choices or maybe failures or whatever it is that has us at odds with ourselves, that has us on a, not aligned with, the positive energy and the love that we were created with. So it's like, yeah, you could have messed up a lot of times. Yeah, you could find yourself keep making, damn, why the hell I keep doing that? Darn it, why I keep ended up there? Shucks, And then before you know it, you become this angry person. You become this sad person. You become this defeated person, this depressed person, or you're fearful to try again because you failed, before or a few times, And that's the time. It's that moment that as individuals, we have to love ourselves. That literally, again, sounds corny, but honestly, got to love yourself. Because when you love yourself, then you'll forgive yourself for your shortcomings. And you'll love yourself enough to say, you know what? That wasn't good. That wasn't right. But guess what? I have the opportunity to change it, to do it again, to make it better. And so that's the grace that you give yourself. Like we're so quick to, oh, this person wants out forgiveness. Oh, forgive me, forgive me. But did you ever forgive yourself? Did you ever forgive yourself? Hi, brother. Can I have Newport Soft in the pack, the long?
What?
Yeah. Okay. You know? Did you ever forgive yourself? This is long, right? Long
Yeah,
one.
this one.
Oh, short. You don't have long?
Yeah.
Go on. How much is the long?
It's 14.
Okay, so just pay the difference. I need the long one.
But there's long one coming like a next week.
Next week, brother, you have to order a lot. Like,
Now I know.
yeah, yeah, because I come by 2 or 3 packs.
No problem.
Okay, so how much more? Like 13?
Yeah, 250. I didn't
250.
have that.
Okay,
Now order one man.
okay. Okay, brother, thank you. You come. You're welcome. So, yeah, friends, I mean, this is what it is. And so ultimately, I just want to listen, perfection, that's not even in my mind. It's not about being perfect. It's not, being above anyone. No, no, that's not what it's about. It's about love. It's about being the best you can be, your best self, and understanding the power that we have. Shucks, I forgot I need soda. I need my ginger ale. So now I gotta go back in the store to get my ginger ale. Because I'm probably gonna cook. So annoying. Probably gonna cook. Yeah. But something fast. Something that's not gonna take long. I think I'm gonna do like a crispy ranch chicken breast with maybe like some type of wild rice or something, and like some wild rice, and then probably like maybe a vegetable. Like I made some squash the other night. It was so good. Like I roasted the squash, so good. It was green squash. I just sprinkled like a little salt and pepper. There's a little seasoning. I think it's called Danos. That and a little crushed red pepper flake, and then of course a little EVOO, and which is extra virgin olive oil, and toss them. Lay them on a baking sheet. Oh my goodness, probably for like a half hour. Oh, they were delicious. Oh, I mean, like literally, that zucchini was everything. So I'm tempted now to go back to the market, get some more zucchini so that I can um, make my din din. Okay, brother. And what really sucks is that what sucks. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. And what really sucks is like, coming home from work, you know, a long day at work, and then guess what? You gotta come home and cook. Ah, so that's more time, well, you gotta feed yourself. So, I mean, I guess you can't really count that, but it sucks. It sucks. But we are conscious ones. We are divine souls of love and light and peace. And so we don't like cry over challenges. We grin and bear it. We toughen up. We thug it out. That's what we do as conscious ones. But I'm so grateful for, like I said, in this world, in this life, it's important that we celebrate our small wins. It's important that we celebrate the big wins, right? And so I would say one of the big wins that I'm celebrating and that I'm so very, very grateful to the universe for is finally being able to move out of my home state. That's been something for years and years and years that's been plaguing me, something for years that I've wanted to do. And finally, okay, last March 2024, I was finally able to make that goal a reality. And so, you're talking about moving to a new city by myself, okay, knowing no one. If that doesn't take courage and balls, I don't know what does. And so, remember, when it comes to growth, it's never going to happen while you're comfortable. You'll never grow in a space that you have become complacent, a space in which you have, and so to speak, figured out, something that you feel, you've broke ground on or what have you. You'll never grow there, because real growth and development occurs, when we are challenged and when we face setbacks and when we are sometimes knocked down, right? Or sometimes we even have to put a goal or a dream on hold. And so, it's something about the struggle. It's something about failing. It's something about failure. It's something about trying and attempting. And even if you fail, it's okay. Guess what? Every failure is a lesson. And every lesson becomes a tool in which you can extract some form of learning, right? And so I like to challenge my subscribers, my first time viewers, and anyone who may, come across this live. I challenge you to the last failure or the last setback that you experienced. Have you gone back to the drawing board? Have you sat down and rearranged and shifted and recalibrated? Have you done those things? Well, if you haven't, then you need to. Because whatever you attempted that didn't work, whatever you were doing that somehow maybe you had to stop for whatever reason, identify those reasons. And then when you go back to the drawing board, then, with your new knowledge, new information, whatever, and, the past and that situation, and then, you compare, you contrast, you find differences, whatever it is, however it is that you are able to, kind of put one and one together and formulate a new plan. Like, just do it, just do it. Don't be afraid. Because a lot of us are living beneath our purpose, and we have not accomplished our goals because maybe it was the wrong time. Maybe it was the right situation, but the wrong time. You got to take into consideration that life is also about timing. If you're at the right place and it's the right time and all the variables are aligned, then you're kind of geared for success. But sometimes, a lot of times, it's like right person, wrong time. Wrong person, right time. Like, it's just, that's kind of like what happens. But you know, um, like I said, you take a licking and you keep ticking. You know, um, you keep going because failure only occurs after when you really decide to give up. You're only a loser when you give up. You're not a loser if you lose or if you fail. No, you're only a loser when you fail to try again. So now I have to go to the market, darling. To the market to get my zucchini. I was thinking about like some corn on the cob, roasting some corn on the cob, but nah. The way I made that zucchini the other day, which was what, the day before yesterday, Sunday? Oh my goodness. I'm still dreaming about it. I'm still like relishing. So let's make it again. And that's the thing. When you win, when you have a success, you build on that, So I'm building on it. I'm gonna make it again and again and again and try different, seasonings and, you know, different ways of cooking it. And that's what life's about. All of these things are metaphors for how we need to, look at our lives. And so ultimately, I just want my conscious ones conscious. I just want my conscious ones. I want the divine within you to be activated. I want it to be activated. I want it to be um, something in your life. I want it to be your life. It's not something, it's you. And so I just want my divine souls to live in their divine consciousness. Okay. The fruit these days suck. They're so like not good. They're not ripe. They're just a hot ass mess. Okay, where are my zucchinis? Here are my zucchini squash. Okay, so, oh my God, they're like, some of them are beat up. What happened to these zucchinis? Can that peel off? Because I don't want to, yeah, it's just like, okay. Do you see me in here like, okay, so I have my zucchini. I think that'll be good. That's a good zucchini. And now, um, pretty much it. I don't really need anything else. Hi, 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 hi. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go and buy my zucchini. Let me see the Parmesan because I'm thinking I might be able to sprinkle some Parmesan on the zucchini and roast them. That's like really good. Where's the shredded? Where's the Parmesan? Okay, they used to have the Parmesan cheese. Okay, here we are. Let me see. Blue cheese, Parmesan. Yeah. Okay, let me look at the date because, April 25th, 2025. All right. That's good for me. Okay. So now I'm gonna do a little twist on my zucchini. I'm gonna add a little Parmesan Reggiano to my zucchini, freshly shredded. Okay. Oh, my favorite guy. So sweet. Yeah. And this young man, just the most amazing, sweetest, like, cashier ever. Like, honestly. Like, I wish I won the lottery. Because, like, I even told this young man, I'm like, if I win, trust me, you're set for life. Because he's just the sweetest. Hi, my friend. How you doing, my love? My favorite guy. Yes, my favorite guy. So sweet.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, honey. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good.
How's the work going? I mean, the
Work,
school.
not bad, not bad. Very good. Yes. Okay. Okay, let's see. Remove. Okay. Okay.
Sorry,
Oh,
it says wrong thing.
wrong pen? Okay, let me do again. Maybe these numbers are a little crazy. Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sweetie. You have a good night.
You as well. And be
Okay,
safe.
honey, be safe. You too. He's the sweetest. Mm, He's the sweetest young man. He is. Like, honestly, I feel that young man's energy. I mean, it's not a day I've ever come into this market and that young man does not greet me, and that young man energy is like not just like so positive. Like, I've never interacted with him and he had a bad day. What is the key to that? What is the key to that? That's what is important to tap into, my conscious ones, okay? The fact of the matter that that young man is working in that supermarket, okay? And I'm sure he's getting minimum wage, okay? And who knows his home life or anything like that, but to see that young man every time I go in there, and he's always the same. Like, his energy is always positive. He's always like just so sweet and kind. And listen, I'm sure that young man go through, listen, he's a human being, right? And so just looking at that young man, I think to myself and say, wow, I'm sure he gets upset. I'm sure that, you know, he wants more. Like, he doesn't want to be stuck in a supermarket, making minimum wage. I'm sure he has goals and dreams. But the fact of the matter that even with maybe those challenges or whatever, like, he's still able to, operate out of a place of happiness, out of a place of peace. So to me, it's indicative of, you know, like they say, some of the most happiest people are the people that, like, don't have millions of dollars, are not famous, you know, are pretty much like you and me, just a regular Joe, regular Jane, and they're able to find the light. They're able to tap in. And so if they can do it, why can't you? Why can't you? And I always said that. What makes that person different? Because in all actuality, I mean, you know, I mean, why is it that he can live with challenges, still find happiness, still have a smile on his face, and may just not even have a lot? But then you have people that have a lot. They have many things, many material possessions and all these things, and are some of the most angriest, some of the most depressed, some of the most mentally unstable people. And so when you look at those factors, one could only wonder why? Why? Why is it that a person that has less than you, okay, probably have more challenges than you, probably has more disadvantages than you, can still somehow live amongst the chaos, still be happy, still be positive, and you have more, but you're uglier, you're nastier? Why? And so those are the questions that plague my mind when it comes to just, you know, human behavior and how we all may go through different things, and many of us the same thing, but it's all in the mindset, how you perceive it, how you see it, how you're able to maintain. Literally, I've made it. I made it. And so I push for the elevator, and then I will check my nail. Let me check my nail to see. Nothing. I love it. Most of my bills and things, you know, things paperless, so. But it's always cool. Well, my conscious ones, I love you. I'm sending you love, light, and divine peace above all. Rise above the fray. Get out of your head. Get into your heart. And for more videos like this, subscribe to my channel, like and share. How you doing, sweetie? Yeah.